สวัสดีครับอาจารย์ครับผม
Hello and welcome to another Dhamma meeting where we will discuss the Buddhist practices of charity, morality, and meditation. Everyone is welcome to join. We are waiting for our first participant coming into the room, which happens to be Jordan. Hi, Jordan. How are you today?
Good evening, Tanajan. I'm doing fine, thank you. Um, I don't
Good.
have a question to ask today. I'm just here to listen and learn, pay respect.
Okay, good. Good to see you.
Thank you
Hope
very
you learned
much.
something today.
I always do.
All right, I'll go to Steph then. Steph from Oregon.
Hi, no questions as well, but very happy to be here.
You want to summarize what you have learned so far from start to finish?
Really is no thinking, be mindful. Be mindful all the time and don't think as much as possible. And meditate as much as possible.
And that's something you never knew before, huh?
No, honestly, right now I'm trying to read Goenka and it's too much. It's too much thinking. It's just too much.
Yes.
I think you're just the mindfulness and the watching. It's, yeah,
If you want
being.
to make your mind happy, all you need to do is stop thinking. That's all.
Yes. Yeah, it's too much thinking. Yeah. So that would vote yes. Think less, meditate more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stop thinking or think less and meditate more. And you'll
Yes.
find more peace and serenity,
Yes.
calm.
I agree.
That's all you
Yeah.
need to do. When you practice, you don't have to know so much at all.
It's too much. Yes. It doesn't, yeah. I don't know how the intellectualizing helps, but it's fine. We all have
You,
different brains.
that's the next level in intellectualizing. You need to first have a calm mind
Mhm.
to intellectualize properly
Mhm.
what we call wisdom to
Mhm.
find out the truth of our suffering.
And that's why, yeah, I'm still a kindergartner, and I needed to know that because I really, when I came here, I thought I knew so much, but then I realized, nope, I couldn't even be mindful. So,
Yes,
yeah,
try to start with mindfulness
yeah,
and calm your mind, meditate, get to peace, get to jhana.
yeah.
Once you have jhana, then you have a strong mind, a happy mind to
And you
deal
can
with your
trust.
defilement.
Hmm. Hmm.
That's all. That's the real theory behind the whole thing. You have a strong and happy mind first, and
Yeah.
you'll be ready to go into battle with your cravings.
Hmm. Hmm.
If you're not strong, if you're not happy, you cannot fight against your craving.
Hmm. I found that. Yeah.
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 Because what you crave for is an easy path to happiness, but it's a addictive path. The kind of happiness that is never fulfilled, never fully satisfied,
Or not real, like
not real.
security. It's not, you can't, the
You
real
don't feel
security does
secure.
come from inside. I can't get it from outside. Yeah.
That's right. Because
Yeah.
everything outside is not reliable.
Hmm. Hmm.
Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't get it.
Yeah. Hmm.
So the goal is to give up our reliance on the external things
Hmm.
and depends on our inner strength, inner happiness, inner peace.
Hmm.
As long
Yes.
if you can understand this thing, I think you're on the right path.
Oh,
You don't have to read too much about all this other theory.
just keep doing my 3-hour challenges, working on up.
Yeah, that's more productive.
Yeah.
Okay, good. No
Thank
question
you so
from you
much.
tonight.
No, thank you so much.
Okay, you're welcome. Next we'll go to Mike from New York.
Good evening, Ajaan.
Good
Thank you
morning.
for taking my call this morning. It's really nice to see you and everyone else on the call this morning. Um, Today I wanted to ask you about how you have dealt with negative voices in your own head that come up from time to time, like unwanted guests that kind of take up residence in your mind for times. And even though you can convince yourself that these things are temporary and that they're not self, um, just of sometimes they kind of take up residence and you have to practice patience to get them away. But I was curious if you had any experiences early on in your training where you kind of worked with that.
Well, whenever you have these thoughts coming up, it means you're not mindful, that's all. So all you need to do is get back to mindfulness, get back to mantra, back to paying attention to what you do. And all these thoughts will disappear. You don't have to do anything to them. They come because of the lack of mindfulness. And once you regain mindfulness, then everything will disappear. So whenever you have some negative thoughts, it means you're not mindful, you're not with the mantra, you're not watching your breath, or you're not watching what your body is doing. That's all. Come back to these objects, and then all these other thoughts will disappear. Or if they still appear, you don't pay attention to them. Don't give them any sense of importance. Yeah. Just leave them alone. Just like dog barking. Look at them like dog barking. No use. No need to deal with them really. Just ignore them. Come back to your mindfulness. That's the easiest way. If you try to deal with it, try to reason with it, you get confused, which is right, which is wrong, and so forth. And it's pretty clever. The defilement's pretty clever. Try to lure you into this conversation. Don't get into any conversation with your thoughts. Come back to mindfulness. This is your refuge. Your mindfulness is your refuge, your safe haven. So when you have anything bad in your mind, just come back. It means you're not mindful. Come back to mindfulness, to the object of mindfulness. If you're doing something, come back and pay attention to what you do. Sometimes you can be daydreaming while you're working, doing something, and your mind might be gone somewhere, thinking about something else. It means you're not mindful. See? So just keep coming back to your anchor. You need an anchor. Kammatthana is an anchor, like mindfulness of breathing, mindfulness of body, mindfulness of mantra. These are kammatthana, your anchor, something you can hold on to prevent your mind from dragging you away into the confusion of the thoughts in your mind. So try to be as mindful as much as possible. And when you have these things coming up, agitation, restlessness, it means you're not mindful anymore. So you have to come back to mindfulness. Okay. After a few minutes of reciting mantra, all this starts to disappear. If you can really focus on reciting the mantra and not thinking about anything else, in a few minutes, all these thoughts will disappear. But if you stop reciting it, they can come back again.
Mhm.
So this is a struggle between mindfulness and thoughtlessness. Being mindful or not being mindful, this is the problem. This is the question. To be or not to be. Mindful or not being mindful. If you're mindful, you're safe. If you're not mindful, you're in trouble. Okay, clear enough to you?
Yeah, that very clear. But just even zoning in even more, I had an experience recently where there was like a minor thing that was shared with me, and I knew that it wasn't personal and it wasn't a bad thing, and I could see it from far away as something benign, and then over time it became something that that made me a little more upset, and it did cause a reaction in me, even though when it first happened I could kind of see it as something separate and like something that was not big. And so it developed a momentum, um and so it's just cutting that strictly with mindfulness, or like how do we kind of prevent these things from getting steam?
Did you ask me a question or did you just mention?
Yeah, kind of like when you can, it's mindfulness is like the guard, but sometimes there's these little like things like it'll feel like a little inconvenience or like a little piece of bad news or something like that, that is non-self and it's separate from you, but then it kind of like a snowball. It kind of amasses more over time, and then it turns into something. Even though you were mindful of it and you saw it as not self, but then it was something that still picked up momentum. It's just the key to that, just kind of like cutting it down, mindfulness, even when it becomes big, or is it more about like cutting it along the way to rid yourself of the clinging to it?
Well, the first goal is to stop it by mindfulness. And the next goal is to treat it as an illusion with wisdom. Everything that exists are all illusion. You and me and everybody, we're just an illusion, but we don't know that. We think we are real. And in fact, we are just an illusion. We won't be here forever, do we? A few years' time, we all be gone. So everything is an illusion, but we take it for real. So you have to use the word anatta. Anatta means everything is just an illusion. They are phenomena. They arise and cease. They don't last forever. They're here today, they're gone tomorrow. So just treat them like an illusion, like clouds, like bubbles, soap bubbles. They're here today, they're gone the next day or next hour. Don't give them any importance. The real importance is to protect your mind from this illusion, this cravings and attachment to this illusion, which cause you suffering because they don't last. You depend on them, you rely on them, and then the next day they are gone. Then you feel sad, you feel lonely, and then you have to start looking for a new illusion. So you're just chasing up one illusion after another. This is the wisdom part. But if you could not think in this term, then you just use mindfulness to stop your craving, stop your mind from chasing after them. Cut off with it. Cut off with mindfulness. Okay. Mindfulness and meditation. When you get into jhana, you feel peaceful and happy, and you feel you don't really need anything. The reason why you still go chasing after illusion because you're not happy inside. You couldn't find the happiness inside yourself. So you go look for happiness outside of yourself, which are all illusion. Everything is anicca, dukkha, anatta. This is the characteristic of illusion. Impermanent, no self. And if you cling to them, you can get suffering from them, of clinging to them. This is a wisdom level. But before you can really think like in this term, you need to have a strong and happy mind first from jhana. So don't try to deal with things with wisdom yet. You don't have the strength and the contentment to be able to let go of your attachment. But if you have mindfulness, you meditate, you get into jhana, then you have a happy mind and a mind that is not attached. You can exist alone by itself and be happy. Right now, you still depend on other things to keep you happy, right? So when they change or when they disappear, they make you sad. They make you feel lonely. Even when they're not yet, if they're still with you, you can still get worry about when they're gonna pass, when they're gonna leave you, or when they're gonna disappear. So they're creating all sorts of anxiety and suffering, mental suffering for you if you go after things. So you should go after jhana, go after mindfulness. This is the real thing. Once you get them there, then you can give up everything. So before you can get into mindfulness and jhana, you have to give up everything temporarily. Go and live in seclusion, go live in a monastery. If you still hang around things around you, you can stop going after them. So you need to abandon them temporarily by going into a retreat, meditation retreat, to build up the mindfulness and jhana strength first. And if you have strong enough jhana, then you don't come back. You don't need to come back. You can be happy living alone in seclusion, be a hermit. The word might scare you, but if you can live like a hermit, it means you can be really happy being alone. Okay.
Thank you for that, John.
Next, Claudia from Switzerland.
Good afternoon from Switzerland, Tana-chan.
Yes.
So far, I don't have any questions today. I'm happy to be here and listen to Tana-chan's teachings.
Have you seen the link to the translation being posted on my website already?
Not yet, but I'm happy to hear it.
Yeah, you can just go into my website, pastorchad.com, and go to the book section. And then there'll
Oh,
be a
good
link,
news.
say, translation of Beyond Birth in German. I think that's how it's being posted.
Thank you so much for this information. This makes me very happy.
And then you can send the link to your friends if they want to read them.
Yeah, I will do.
Download the book.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
Thanks for the good
So
work.
yeah, thanks to Tana Chan for all the teachings, and of course I'm also grateful for the help of Kenneth and my husband.
Yes. Good.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
Not at the moment. So far everything is fine. Thank you very much.
Okay. We'll go to Philip from Malaysia. Are you ready to become a hermit yet?
Uh, Going there, moving there slowly. Yeah, slowly. Yeah. Yes. It's. I think it's a very very soothing thing. I mean, not to deal with people. I mean, in general. I mean, I like to keep to myself more often than anything. But yeah, slowly. Tanajan, I have a question to ask you actually, with regards to like right livelihood. I know of a person who has actually asked like, but the person is actually working as a I think a waiter in one of those high class restaurants. Okay, practicing Buddhist and things like that. But part of a job is to introduce clients to say, when the clients ask, what's a good bottle of wine and things like that, um, and because they have to read and then they will say, okay, this is a good bottle of wine, and it's the person asked me, is that wrong livelihood actually to be actually selling that? But because my job is actually as a waiter in a restaurant, you know, similar experiences. I also have been asked, as a air stewardess in a airplane, they sometimes serve clients alcohol and things like that. Is that wrong livelihood? I know everybody has. You have mentioned this before. Everyone has to earn a living and things like that. So
You can be a nurse, you can be a doctor, you can
yeah,
be
I mean,
a barber, you can do so many other things.
yeah, but I mean, like for example, like I'm just saying that the person, only has a skill set or whatever, have maybe took up hotel catering or
Well,
and
then it just means you cannot keep the right livelihood yet, that's all.
mm, mm, okay.
It's not that bad, really, if you still have to have this type of livelihood for your survival.
Mm, okay.
But ideally, it's better not to have this type of livelihood.
Mm.
But it's
So
still not considered a bad karma that will send you to the hell or to a. But it's not a good livelihood in the sense that you are encouraging people to get drunk, and then they might break the other precept after they get drunk.
mm, mm, mm. So similarly, like working for a company that does duty free. I know they say they sell perfumes and chocolates and things like that, but I think a lot of their a lot of their income comes from duty free alcohol. So
Yes, if anything with any alcohol involved, then it's not considered the right livelihood.
okay.
But it doesn't mean that you cannot work and do this kind of job. You can still do it, but it's just that you are not practicing the ideal Buddhist type of livelihood. Ideally, you don't want to sell anything that can hurt other people directly or indirectly. You sell alcohol to people and they drink it and they get drunk and they get into a fight, they get into argument, they get into a car and drive and get into an accident. All these things that can happen from drinking alcohol. And you're the one who's selling them, then you're actually helping to have this thing happening. So in the modern world and and religion is almost in a different, corner. The world is now more inclined toward this types of livelihood. But religion try to try to pull you away from this type of livelihood, because we we don't want to encourage people to get drunk and to hurt other people eventually.
Mm.
Okay, is this clear enough?
Yes, Tan Ajahn.
Okay.
Thank you,
Anything else?
No questions, right?
Okay, we'll go to Alvin then. Alvin from Malaysia also, next door to Philip.
Yeah,
You too,
Namaskar, Tanajan. Yeah, very close to Philip. Yeah, but we seldom see each other. No, Tanajan, I'm just listening. I got no question tonight. Thanks.
Okay. Kwan Liman, also from Malaysia.
Sandra, I don't have any question yet. Thank you.
Okay. Nining from Indonesia.
Yeah, Ajahn.
And your mother, how are
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Hello.
How are you? Fine. Fine. Fine.
Good. Getting better?
Yes, getting better.
Okay, maybe get out of hospital soon.
Yeah, we have already get out from the hospital.
Back home now.
Yeah, we are home.
Okay.
I have been comforting my mom by telling her that she has the strength to get through the pain, Ajahn. Is that correct, Ajahn?
It's up to her. If she has mindfulness, she can endure the pain. Yeah.
Yeah.
So she needs to be mindful when she feel painful. Just keep reciting Bhutto, Bhutto, or keep chanting. And then the pain, yeah, and the pain can become decreased. The actual pain might not decrease, but your reaction to the pain might decrease.
Yeah.
From thinking it's so painful, it can become less painful from the perspective of the mind.
She takes refuge in me and Ajahn indeed. Because she feels calm when listening to Ajahn voice and also when sees Ajahn.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
That's another way of having mindfulness.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Ajahn. My ability to know the pain become more better, Ajahn.
Good. Try
Yeah.
not to wish the pain to go away.
Yeah,
Just
yeah.
wishing it to go away can become causing more pain in the mind.
Yeah. That's what I teach my mother.
Mm. By daring the pain to stay, it will decrease the pain in the mind.
Yeah.
Stay, I'm not afraid of you. Stay as long as you like.
Yeah, welcoming the pain.
Yeah. Welcome to my world.
Yeah. Pull back the mind to the right direction,
Yeah,
not in the direction.
back to equanimity, not reacting to the pain.
Yeah.
Not to wish it to go away.
Yeah, Ajahn.
By ignoring it, the best way is to ignore it by concentrating on chanting or reciting a mantra.
Yeah. That's why I'm become very busy because I help my mom to ignore the pain with so many ways. Recite Buddha or doing anything to ignore the pain like that, Ajahn.
Encourage her to recite Bhutto with you or chant with you.
Yeah, now 20 minutes and more. And also we both doing meditation during Dhamma in front of the kuti.
Good.
For 30 minutes.
Yes.
I do Anapanasati and my mom recite the Buddha.
Good.
Yeah.
It's just like coming here without having to come here now. You can meditate at home not just like when you came here and meditated before.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Ajahn. Thank you so much. That's very helpful.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Meditation can help calm your mind, ease your pain in your mind.
Yeah.
But the physical pain might remain the same, but your your perspective of the pain from the mind the pain seems to become less or not. You don't feel bothered by the pain.
Yeah. It's
Okay.
different from the body and the one
Yeah, the one
who
who
is
knows.
in pain and the one who know the pain, Ajahn.
The less reaction, the better. Just to be merely knowing.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Okay. Thank
You're
you so much,
welcome.
Ajahn. Thank you so much, Ajahn.
Next, Saket and Nita.
Namaskaram, Ajahn.
Yes, what can I do for you today?
Frajan, I had a question quite related to what Nining just discussed. I was starting to draft a living will, like supposing if I'm in a vegetative state in the future, what should be done? And there were two items in the sample that I was looking at. One is that if I'm in a vegetative state, that, giving me artificial food through a pipe or air through a ventilator, that should not be, that should be stopped. That should not be done. Which makes sense to me because I want the body to be able to perform on its own. And the other one was around pain management, which is that, should we take any painkillers to ease the pain? And I felt a little frightened to say no to painkillers. But what would your advice be, Frajan, as we want to go further in the Dhamma? Because I imagine pain can be a very severe levels also, and so. But please advise.
Well, ideally, you don't want to depend on anything external. Depend on mindfulness and wisdom. If you have enough mindfulness and wisdom, you can endure the pain and not feel bothered by the pain. But if you rely on the painkiller, then you can become addicted to the painkiller. And when the effect of the painkiller decreases, you can feel more painful. So it's better not to rely on the external source. Try to rely on your own source, which is mindfulness and wisdom. Try to look at the pain as like a natural phenomena. They're not really that bad. It's just you've been trained to hate it. Yeah, so you want to retrain your mind instead of hating it, try to like it. Then it won't, once you start to like something, it doesn't it's not seen but so that bad at all.
Yes.
Like people when they first start eating chili, they find it very difficult to eat chili because it's very hot, But if you just keep eating chili for a while, your mind will eventually adjust its reaction. Instead of uh, hating it, it can start to become liking it even. After a while, when you've been eating hot chili for a while, then you might become kind of liking it afterward, and you feel that you need to have hot chili every time you eat it.
Yes.
Or you can just rationalize how come one people can enjoy hot chili and another people can hate it. When the body is the same thing and the mind is the same thing. It's just how the mind react to these things that all. If you react to something you hate, then you don't want to be near it, right? But if you react with like, then you want to be as close as possible. So maybe you have to readjust your like or dislike. Adjust your turn on more light toward your pain. And then eventually you will find that the pain is it's a good friend, you know, because you like it.
I will try this, Rajan. I think in meditation, when I sit for certain, for a long period, then pain definitely comes, and I can start experimenting with that and try this. Yes, yes.
Yes. Try to see if you like it. Or first you say, I have to like it, you know, because I'm gonna have to live with it because it's not gonna go away. It's gonna be here. It's like living with your wife. You have to like her in order to be able to live with her.
Yes,
Anytime you
yes.
start to hate her, then you'll feel terrible. You don't want to be close to her.
I've learned to keep my mouth shut at those times, Rajan. Yes, yes, yes.
You still maintain your liking for her. That's why you can still live with her, right?
Yeah, yeah,
In
yeah,
good times or bad times.
yes, yes, yes.
So try look at the pain as your partner, somebody you have to live with.
Yes, yes, yes.
Because you cannot get rid of it. It's like a shadow. It keeps following you all the time. Sooner or later, you're gonna have painfulness in the body
Yes.
because this is the nature of the body. It keeps it keeps having pain from time to time. So try to learn to accept it. Even once you can accept it, then the pain cannot hurt your mind. So this is part of the practice when you meditate. When your body feel painful, you don't want to stop. You want to try to find to train your mind to accept, to absorb this pain, and to enjoy it if possible. Be a sadist for once, you know.
Yes, yes. Mm. And Rajan, however, when we go for surgeries, then they kind of give us anesthesia and, might be like local or might be general where you just completely blank out. But I
That's
suppose
okay. That's
that's okay.
okay.
Right, right.
Yeah. Or when you have to have tooth, you have to pull out the tooth. They might
Yes,
inject some anesthetic to stop the
yes,
pain from appearing, you know. That's okay. But if you want to not to use it, that's okay also. It's up to you.
yes, Rajan. That might need a lot of meditation practice for me
Yes.
to get to
Yeah.
that point. Yes, yes.
Mhm.
Okay. But definitely your guidance helps a lot. Thank you so much, Rajan.
Okay. Anita, nothing from you today?
Nothing, Prajan. I've got a headache again, and I'm trying to work without taking a painkiller today again. I had a similar situation a few weeks ago, and you suggested your advice was not to take a painkiller, so I did that and I meditated, and it actually went away after a couple of hours. So today again, I'm gonna try for that. So hopefully it works.
Yeah,
But
just keep doing it and keep after a while you'll become more acquainted to the pain and you might have less dislike or reaction toward the pain, aversion for the pain. Our
yes,
problem is our aversion for the pain, which
true.
caused our suffering in the mind.
Mm, yes, yes.
So
True.
we want
That
to
is
stop this aversion, this suffering in the mind, by either just being merely not reacting, just merely knowing, accepting.
Hmm. Yeah, earlier I used to get more frustrated when I have headaches. Now I'm like, oh, it has come again.
Yeah, just accept it. By hating it and by wanting it to disappear can become more painful than the pain itself.
Yes.
Okay, good.
Thank you for your advice,
You're
Rajan.
welcome. Next, Kek Yen So. Somehow
Yeah,
okay,
Ajaan, good evening. No question, Ajaan.
Okay, fine. I'll go to Dr. PL. Why is Dr. Indira? Is she around?
She's around. She's going to come soon.
Okay. So any comment from you today on what we have discussed so far?
Yeah, the mic asked about the question about thoughts. I think you're absolutely right. The mindfulness is the key. I think that the Buddha talks about the 5 animals, how 5 animals try to pull you, like your eyes goes to your, the whatever you see, ear goes, but mostly the mind goes to whatever the thoughts. But if you are mindful, I think you can control it. But there also Buddha gave a nice discourse. This is a discourse, actually a metaphor. It is called Chappana Sutta. Also, he gave another one called, it's literally called How to Stop Thinking. It's called Vitakka Santanaka Sutta in Majjhima Nikaya 20. But I think it's a better translation is how to get rid of distracting thoughts. So Buddha gives a few examples. I mean, if you can't, you be mindful, still the mind goes. The gatekeeper is not strong enough. It can thoughts can creep through the gatekeeper. So then, how to get rid of it? So I'll give you a couple of examples. He gives 5 examples there. The first one, he says, it's the thought which comes is a negative thought. He'll try to replace with a positive thought. Or for example, he says anger, thought of anger that comes in, give loving kindness like an antidote. So the metaphor he gives here is like a skillful carpenter removing an old nail with a good new nail, just pushing it through. So the second metaphor I will say about uh, uh, the second one is the most powerful one I thought was young person wants to live very clean and nice and suddenly a dead carcass falls to the neck or like a snake or animals. The young person will do is quickly throw it away. So just like that, he says when the thought comes, you know the negative consequences of that thought if you chase after that thought. So try to quickly get rid of. So there are 5 things, if Mike can read. It's called Vitakka Santanaka Sutta, Majjhima Nikaya 20. I thought I'll add that. So the mindfulness at the beginning, the wisdom at the end, I think in between you can use these techniques. Obviously, when you know everything is anitya dukkha anatta, you don't need these metaphors or practices, but it might be useful in your practice, I thought.
Yes, that's good. But I tend to incline toward the mindfulness or wisdom part, which is
Yes.
Really, for me, I found more effective than trying to reason with,
Yes.
with
At,
your bad
yes.
thoughts. Yeah.
At your level, I think you can, but
I see.
we
Okay.
are still in the kindergarten level.
Yeah. If you cannot use mindfulness or wisdom, then you have to use these other things.
Yes, other techniques.
Reasoning.
Yes, yes.
When you're angry at somebody, you should use metta, forgiveness.
Loving kindness, yes.
Yeah, loving
That's
kindness.
right.
Or when you have sensual craving, then you might have to use a supa or something.
Yes, yes. That's true. Antidotes.
Yeah, to use the antidote.
Medicine.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. Hi, Indira. How are you?
Good, thanks, Ajaan. How are you?
Good. Do you have anything to say or ask?
No, I was listening to him. Yeah, what I use mostly is when I get angry or like upset a bit. I do loving kindness to them, and that makes it much easier to move on.
I think it's benefiting you more than them, right? It's just you.
Yeah, because you
it's you who's hurting, not the other people.
Exactly. So you feel good and you don't think about it anymore.
It's a powerful tool. I think if you use wisely, I think it's the problem is we forget to use it often, and by the time it's already gone. Like so, before you, Buddha said the Rahul advice: before you say something, think. While you're saying something, think, and after you say again, think. So sometimes it's hard. The first two steps are hard. Most of the time, we think after, oh, I shouldn't have said that.
But at
I shouldn't have
least
got angry, type of thing.
easier said than done.
Yeah. That's where the mindfulness comes in, I think. That's Rahula is Buddha's son. That's the advice he gave in one of the sutra, Rahula Vada Sutra, I think.
Yes, Tanaja.
Okay, good. How's everything? Fine?
Everything is good, Tanaja.
Yeah, it's getting warmer. Spring is coming, flowers are blooming.
Yes.
So which is nice.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
in the
have
garden.
you have any traveling plan for the spring or summer?
No, we went to Sri Lanka and came. Summer, I like to. I like to spend in the garden with my
but
flowers.
we are hoping we can come to Thailand to see you.
Yeah, and next year.
We'll see. Yeah, I think we will somehow work on that. Yes, Tanaja.
Okay. But you're here now. You're right here with me now in Thailand.
Until then, yes. But it will be nice to
see you in person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Nice talking to you.
Nice talking to you,
Thank you, Tanaja.
Okay.
Thank you so much. Teruan.
You're welcome. Next, full moon from China. How are you today?
Good evening, Ajahn. I'm fine today. Thank you. I have a question. Is that I can chanting, I can reciting Puto when I'm sleeping and seeking meditation and walking meditation, but I cannot reciting Puto when I'm eating and talking to others. So my question is that how to do it when I'm talking and eating, keep reciting puto.
You focus on your eating, using your eating as your instead of Bhutto. Watch your body eating the food. Or when you're talking, just watch the body speaking. Instead of using mantra, Bhutto, just you can when you talk, just keep watching what you talk. When you eat, just keep watching what you eat, what you're doing. Don't let your mind go think about other things. That's the goal. Keep it with the body.
Okay. I understand it, but a little hard for me to knowing the body.
Well, you can try and just keep watching the body. If the body is walking, walk with the body. If the body is sitting, sit with the body. Just keep watching the body like the body is your boyfriend. Keep watching him all the time. Don't let him disappear from you, your thoughts, from your mind.
Okay. I got it. Understand it. I will try.
Yes, you can choose between mantra and watching the body. Sometimes you feel difficult to use the mantra, then use watching the body. When you find that watching the body is not as good as using the mantra, you can come back to the mantra. So you can switch back and forth between these two. Or sometimes you can use both, watching the body and also reciting the mantra at the same time. This will
Okay.
prevent your mind from thinking about other things. The goal is to prevent the mind from thinking about other things.
Okay. But my mind always likes to thinking something that just like to learn some new knowledge, and he likes to thinking it and get a conclusion. Do I need to
Well,
let it thinking, finish the thinking and then go back to the puto, or
yes, you can think from time to time when you need to think, when you have to think. But when you don't have to think, then you don't want to, you don't want to think, you want to stop it from thinking.
okay,
But if
thank
you
you.
meditate and if you go to a retreat and there's no need for you to think at all, then you should try to stop thinking all day long if you can. So that when you meditate, you can get into jhana easily. So it
Okay.
depends what your goal is. If your goal is to get meditation into jhana, then you don't want to think at all day long. But if your goal is you still have to work, you have to deal with people and think, then you still have to think from time to time. So we're speaking to different level of practice of mindfulness. Retreat level or just ordinary life, living ordinary life, then it's a different level of mindfulness we apply. Because on ordinary life, you have to think about what to do, what to eat, where to go, and so forth.
Okay. I understand it. Thank you. I will try.
Okay. But the goal is still to try to prevent you from thinking as much as possible. Try not to think when you don't really have to think.
Okay. I also
Because
have, okay.
because with less thinking, the mind will become lighter and feel happier. With more thinking, the mind can become heavy, restless, and agitated.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Sitting meditation with reciting puto and just a little improved, not very various.
Yes, it's a slow process. So you have to be patient. Just try to keep doing it every day, and you'll be moving along slowly like a snail. But but you're going ahead, but just slowly. That's all. You have to be patient with your practice.
The whole sitting meditation, I need to keep reciting puto. When can I stop chanting
When your mind stops thinking, when your mind stops thinking, you know that you don't need to recite Bhutto anymore.
Oh, okay. I think that it will disappear itself.
Yes, when the mind stops thinking, then the Bhutto will disappear automatically.
Oh, automatically. Okay.
But
We can.
if you still keep thinking, then you have to keep reciting Bhutto.
Do I need to reciting it very clearly? Puto. Sometimes it's like puto, not very clearly.
Well, clearly, I think clearly is better than not clear. When you're reciting it clearly, it means you have more mindfulness doing it.
Okay. I know it.
Okay,
Yes.
try it, see how it works.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, Masha from Ohio.
Good
How's your
evening.
knowing? How's your knowing?
Oh, oh gosh. Yeah, I'm knowing, but
Also thinking at the
yesterday,
same time.
I don't know. sometimes I just lose my cool. I live with grandchildren. I have a 9-year-old granddaughter and a 7-year-old grandson. And so I do a lot of transportation to and from events and from school. And my 9-year-old granddaughter she's very strong-willed and very challenging. And if you speak to her, oftentimes she'll answer back, or she'll just ignore you. And she has her softer moments as well. But from my generation and how I raised my own kids, we didn't allow that type of behavior. But the parents, they've spoiled the children. They get everything they want,
Time changes.
everything to make the child happy. And so then as a grandparent, I'm not spoiling the children. I'm the one that draws boundaries here and there, because I'm thinking, you need help. You know, this is not going to be good as you grow older. You need some boundaries. You need to hear no. Somebody needs to tell you no. Somebody needs to not just make you happy all the time. Or, pick up your clothes from the floor. Take your dish to the sink. Say thank you. Say please. And so I had an encounter with her last night, and she was challenging me, and I lost my cool. Like I got in an argument with a 9-year-old. And I'm still, as I listen to what you're telling people today, my mind is still burning over that argument, and everybody else has just gone their way, gone to school, gone to work.
They have some other thing to occupy their mind with.
Yeah, and I'm thinking, how did this happen? Why do I fall into this trap over and over again? Why am I feeling responsible for her behavior? Maybe I need to pull back on that. Am I too attached or invested? Or
yes, if you feel bad, it means you're already too attached. Too much expectation from them.
Too much expectation. Yeah. Yeah. So I need to work on that.
Or your desire, you want them to do what you think is right.
I do. I really do. Mm-hmm.
And that can cause you to feel bad when you cannot do it.
Yeah. Yeah. When I'm by myself, I'm really happy. My practice, my steadiness of mind, the certainty of the path.
Because there's no challenge for you.
Yeah.
As soon as you get some challenge, you lose your cool, you forget your mindfulness.
Oh, I did. Yeah. And then I get irritable over little things. And I'm like,
so
I still have a lot to...
back. You have to pull yourself back.
I do.
You can become a knower, not a reactor.
That's right. It's like I allowed these fires that light in the mind. As my practice has gotten stronger, the fires, they just burn hotter. And then I have to pull it back. It's like I feel it. The fire is intense, because usually I'm, pretty calm and steady. And then when I slip, it's like burning hot. But I'm going to work on it. I have to work at it, because more and more I think, when the time of death comes, where is my mind going to be? Will I be able to be steady in my mind, or will my mind actually go back into my old life? Or Yeah, I've been thinking.
That's the challenge you have to find out.
I won't know until the time. See, that is very scary for me. I want to have some control over that.
So you might have to create some kind of discomfort that might seem to be close to at the time of your death. Like when you meditate and you have painful feelings, try not to stop and try to deal with the painful feelings.
Yeah.
Because when you're about to die, the only thing that you will have to face is the pain, right?
I don't know. I actually, I guess pain could come. Desire might come in the mind. Maybe I'll be wishing for something and that will pull me to a rebirth. I actually don't know. I guess that's the test, the big test comes.
So you
at
might
the
want to
time of
go
death.
to some place scary, some place that can cause you to feel your life is being threatened.
Mm.
Then you can test it to see if your mind can still remain knowing and not reacting or not.
Okay, well, yeah. I think my little time with the granddaughter is actually, that's pretty scary. And I failed the test.
Yeah, you should not fail this simple test yet.
This is a very simple test, so I need to work on these very basic ones.
You have to know when to stop, when to stop talking or when to stop reacting to her.
Yeah, yeah. Anyway,
Okay.
it's humbling, these little interactions in the lay life, they really do show you the deficiencies in the practice. And so, yep.
Okay,
Anyway,
good.
thank you so much.
It means
Thank you for your listening ear.
No, it's okay. Enjoy everybody's speech.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Next, go to Lynn from Indonesia also.
Good evening, Tanajan. Hope you're well.
Yes, I'm okay. Thank you.
Good to hear that. So no, my question's supposed to be like this. So we meditate at different places, right? But there are some places that can give an easier way or an easier energy to meditate. Is that true that some places will have different energy levels that can enhance our practice?
It's not the energy level. I think it's the preference on the meditator. A meditator might prefer a certain place than to some other place. So this might vary from person to person.
Mm. Mm.
It's like you setting up your air conditioner, in your car. You want to set at a certain level, but another driver might want to set it up at another level.
Mm. Mm.
It's just personal preferences, really.
Okay. Sometimes when I get to the meditation, certain monasteries meditation hall, it is a lot easier to get into stillness. So I'm just wondering, is that because there are so many wholesome people that has been meditated in there that causes that?
I think more in yourself, not on the other thing or people. You may just happen to like this type of place, that's all. Sometimes you go to another place, you have a different reaction to the places that you go to. That's all.
Okay.
All right.
And I've got one more question. On Ajaan's website, there are quite a few Indonesian translated books. So are they Indonesian monks in there, or?
I think they're lay people who translated these books.
Okay. Okay.
I
They're
think
quite useful.
some lay people from Medan do a lot of this translation.
Oh, okay. So they do that on a regular basis.
Well, whatever they like, whenever they like, there's no contract or no anything, just sometimes they feel energetic, they do it, sometimes they don't do it. So I don't push them or ask them or anything. This is all volunteer on their part. It's like anybody else's translation. It's on a personal preference.
But they are very useful. I sent one of those books to my mom, and she could understand better.
Good.
So thank you so very much, Panaja.
Okay, you're welcome. If you want to translate more of the books, you are welcome to.
Oh, okay, yeah.
So you can send it to your mom, and maybe she can understand better.
Oh, yeah, that's a good thing to do.
If you find meditating is become boring, and sometimes you might want to do some other thing to change the boring.
When I got the chance to stay in a monastery, maybe that's one of the things that I can do.
Yeah.
Mm.
So you can pass the time. Sometimes you cannot meditate, sometimes you cannot practice mindfulness. Then maybe you can reading books or translating books.
Would that be a kilesa? If that is
As
so?
long as they are Dhamma, they're still within the bound of Dhamma. If you translate Dhamma books, it's okay. But if you translate economic books or geography books, then this is not okay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Because the
Okay,
subject
thanks.
matters. If you translate Dhamma, you're learning the Dhamma at the same time. Because when you translate, you have to think, right? Think about the Dhamma that you're trying to translate from one language to the next.
So at the same time, I would be learning also, is that correct?
That's right. Yeah. Or you might be translating books that you haven't read before. Or books that you have read but not as careful as like when you're translating.
Yes,
When you're
that's true.
translating, you go a lot slower than when you're reading. Because you want to make sure that you understand what you're trying to translate, right?
What about if the meaning is not exactly the same as the original text?
Well, you try to be as close as possible. Try to put in your own understanding or your own interpretation.
Oh.
If you're not sure, then you might have to study more, to think more. What does this really mean before you can, until you really understand it, and then translate it. Don't try to translate and not knowing what you're translating is correct or not. Okay.
Okay. Much
Nothing else.
gratitude to you, Tanajan. No, that's all. I'm
Okay,
so
you're
happy.
welcome.
Thank you.
Okay, I'll go to Sweden check from Vancouver. Hi, how are you?
Greetings, Ajaan. How are you?
Yeah, greetings, Tarzan. We are doing well, thank you.
Okay.
Good to see you.
Good to see you,
Yeah,
Tarzan.
good to see you.
What can I do for you today?
I read your book Against the Defilements. There's one page about you're talking about how if we don't have a somebody wiser to guide us, our mind tend to be easily attached. So even like with dana, we could do more, like we want to do more dana, and then or keeping the sila, we become very attached to the sila. I guess if we don't have somebody to guide us, we don't know the meaning behind the real I guess the reason behind doing dana, sila, and uh, bhavana, so we could get attached to them and not move on, something like.
Yes,
I think
they're like steps that you have to move from one step to the next. Yeah. You
no,
have to start with dana, then you go to sila, and from sila you go to bhavana.
but if we don't have any guidance, so even a good thing we can get attached and not move on, hey? Like
Yes,
even
some
if
people might just be attached to dana, and then become a bodhisattva instead. See, because bodhisattva is supposed to have dana, to have metta,
oh,
to help other people.
so the Buddha in his past life is bodhisattva. Is it?
Well, he tried many different types of practices, see,
Oh,
because he didn't know which one will lead him to enlightenment.
yeah.
So he had to try to do everything to the extreme,
Oh,
to do it to the maximum.
so that's what you meant when you say like if that we don't have guidance,
Well,
we become.
you might be attached to giving dana, and you don't want to do any other practices. See.
Oh, and when we keep the precept, we become too meticulous with the precept, like, and not like you said that it could turn into anxiety because
Because
we
you
are.
want to be perfect in keeping your precepts. See.
Oh,
But but you're not living in a perfect world. Sometimes you miss, sometimes you fall. So
oh.
don't try to get to be too perfect.
Just have to try our best.
Yes. And when you meditate and you got jhana, you become attached to jhana. You
Attached
don't
to
want to
the
go to
jhana.
wisdom.
Oh,
So with the
so,
teacher, he knows that once you get jhana, you have to go to wisdom next. Yeah.
oh,
So these are like classes that you have to move from one class to the next, from one
oh,
level to the next. First you start with dana, then you move up to sila, then
oh,
you move up to samadhi, then you move up to wisdom. Then you
oh,
get to vimutti, nibbana eventually. See.
oh,
But without a teacher or without someone who has already passed this route before,
mm,
you might just when you're giving dana, you feel good, you feel happy, and you
yeah.
feel that's all you need to do. You don't have to. Why do I have to keep the sila for? Why do I have to meditate for? When I'm
Oh,
happy giving dana,
oh,
so you might just become attached to just giving dana and not moving
yeah.
ahead.
Oh,
Mhm.
so we need the teacher to tell us that
We
okay.
remind you that the path
Oh,
consists of many steps, not just the one step that
oh,
you are in.
yeah.
Like when you enroll in kindergarten, you might don't want to move up to the because kindergarten is so easy and you're so happy with it.
Yeah.
You don't want to go up to the next harder level.
Yeah, try to stay there.
Yeah,
Stay forever in kindergarten.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. If you don't have somebody to push you, you don't.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, thank you. That makes sense.
Yeah. Initially, I too have a questions like reciting Buddha. Because sometimes when I try to stop my thoughts, so of course like I recite Buddha Buddha, but so fast that sometimes Buddha Buddha is not clear. But you just mentioned that trying to be clear.
Well, you can be fast and clear at the same time.
Yeah, that's the thing. When I get fast, it's not clear. That's my problem.
Then slow down. Try to stay clear first. Be clear first.
Okay.
Then try to not to be clear.
Yeah. Yeah, I have this sometimes. That's why I question myself too. Like, not clear meanings that maybe mindfulness is not that strong.
That's right. You have to be clear with every word that you recite. Bhutto, 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 bhutto. Then you are more concentrating. You are more focused. Then trying to muddle through. Bhutto,
Yeah, but then you can get a certain happiness. But yeah, okay.
You
So
might ending
huh?
up going to sleep without knowing it.
Yeah. Yeah, it could be it's kind of like exhausted.
You have to be focused. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when you take photography, without the automatic tool, you need to focus the lens yourself, right?
Yeah.
But then you get a blur picture.
Yeah, I guess that's exactly what I'm getting.
Oh.
Blur Buddha.
The focus clear.
Yeah. And that itself is training the mindfulness.
Uh-huh.
Ah. Yeah,
That's a word in the sutta that says clear comprehension, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's mindfulness, clear comprehension.
Oh, yeah.
Buddha, clear comprehension. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then Buddha is saying using a clear comprehension in our daily, it's kind of in our daily activities, right? Moving
That's
forward,
right.
backward,
That's
wearing
right.
shirts. Yeah.
Oh.
Meaning no thought coming in.
Yeah, fully focus on what you do only. Like when you play mahjong, you don't focus on other thing, right? You play mahjong sometimes?
No.
I watch my parents
Never.
play, yeah, but I
Never
don't know how
play.
to play.
Never.
No matter how I watch like so many times, but I don't
Or
know
when you
how.
play cards, you will concentrating on
Yeah,
what.
cards, yes. Focus.
Pay attention to what you do. That's what it is. Closely, closely.
Yeah. But then
So
when
you
thoughts
can
come,
you can recite fast and clear at the same time.
not at that level yet.
Then you don't have to go that fast. You know, it's not necessary to go that fast.
Maybe I want my thought to go away. That's why.
Yeah, you shouldn't want it to go away. You
Yeah.
just keep focusing on your mindfulness, your butto. Then the thought will disappear eventually by itself.
Yeah. I shouldn't want it to go away, but just be patient. But
You
focus
just
on
want to
Buddha.
turn your attention away from the thoughts by using butto as the object of your attention instead. Then when you pay attention to butto, then the other thought will slowly disappear.
Yeah, I
Okay.
really love the camera analogy. Like the Buddha become blur and the picture become blur. Oh, focus.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. That's a really good one.
Yeah, and I love that we have to go from one level to another level. Yeah, it's true that we always want to stay in the same level. Yeah. Thank you, Tanajan, for your teaching. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome. Next, Belinda from Singapore. Yes, what can I do for you?
I'm good. So no question.
No question, okay. I'll go to Samanji. Hi, Samanji. I know you got a question.
Hi, Tanaja. Good evening.
Yes, what can I do
Can
for
you hear
you?
me? Yes.
Yes, perfectly.
I have a few questions. Yeah. First, Ajaan, meditation is said to calm and refine the mind. I mean, in the case of an arahant who has reached the ultimate goal, does meditation still have a role, or is it no longer necessary for an arahant?
For an arahant, there's no need to meditate anymore, because meditation is to get rid of suffering from the mind. Once there is no suffering, there's no need to meditate. But you can meditate still if you like.
Okay. Thank you for your answer, Tanajan. My second question is, the Buddha once compared money to a serpent, I think while in a conversation with Venerable Ananda. But today, many Buddhist monks handle or use money. Is money strictly prohibited for monks, or is limited use considered acceptable?
Well, originally the Buddha prohibited monks to have any money at all. But then there are some cases of which monks might have to buy something like medicines or something necessary to maintain life with. So the Buddha then have some exception, allow monks to have money, but with conditions attached. Like monks cannot keep the money themselves or spend the money themselves. It has to be kept with a trusted lay person. And then whenever the monk needs some money to buy something essential, then he asks the person who keeps the money to go and get the thing he needs. But he should not consider the money to belong to him. The money belongs to the giver still, to the people who give the monks the money. It's not the monk's money. It's your money. When you give money to monks should not consider it to be the monk's money, but it's still your money, and it's being kept by a trusted person for the use of the monks. So if the person who keeps the money steal the money and don't spend the money all on some other thing, the monk cannot do any complaint, cannot say anything. The only thing you can say is to tell the donor that the money that you have trusted with this person is no longer available for me. So next time, don't give the money to this person.
Okay.
So this is basically how monks should treat the money, deal with the money that they're given. But nowadays, this rule has been kind of not fully observed. Now sometimes monks just accept the money and keep the money and spend the money themselves.
Okay.
And they should not spend the money on non-essential things like trips, or buying iPhone, buying stuff like that.
Okay.
They should buy things essential like food or medicines
Okay.
or robes or something like that.
And Tanajan, sometimes now in almsgiving ceremonies, where I mean during dana, sometimes lay people offer Buddhist monks money. Maybe they send them, they put notes to inside an envelope and they offer it. That happens sometimes, but that's not at all acceptable, right?
Can you repeat the question again, please?
The thing is, sometimes during almsgiving ceremonies where we offer food to Buddhist monks, I have seen sometimes people give I mean notes, currencies or whatever. They put
Yes.
it inside an envelope and they offer it to monks. That means that's not acceptable at all, no?
Well, ideally it's not acceptable, but practically it's considered normal nowadays
Okay.
to put money in an envelope and then give it to the monks.
Okay.
It's just how the monk deal with the money. That's more important than the people who give the money.
Okay.
Monk should, once they accepted the money, should give the money to someone trusted. He should not possess the money himself, and he should not spend the money himself. If he needs anything, he should ask the person who keep the money to go get it for him. This is the essential part of the money. But nowadays to accept money sometimes it's very difficult because people don't know which is the correct way. So sometimes they just give you the money. But for you, once you receive the money, then you should give it to someone you trust to keep the money for you. You should not keep the money yourself or spend the money yourself either. You should ask the person to go get what you need for you, not you go to a shop and buy things yourself.
Okay.
Understand?
Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
But this rule is quite difficult or quite misunderstood by even monks. So they thought they can keep the money and then they can use the money, spend the money themselves.
Okay.
And there are monks who are
Thank you.
very strict and they will not accept the money. If the lay person give them the money, they say no,
Okay.
or tell them to give it to someone that he trusts. But sometimes people want to give it to you, give it to the monk. They don't think they want to give it to someone else. So sometimes there might be conflict sometimes here. So sometimes you have to be a little bit flexible concerning the way to accept the money.
Okay.
But the other part of keeping the money and spending the money, you can still maintain this. You should not keep the money yourself, and you should not spend the money yourself. You should keep it with someone you trust. And when you spend money, you should ask somebody that you trust to go and get the things for you. You don't take the money, put it in your pocket, and then you go into a shop, 7-Eleven, and say you want this and that, and pay for it yourself. This is not practical. This is not for monk to do. But as far as receiving nowadays, sometimes people want to give to the monk because they feel that this is what they want to do. They don't want to give it to someone else.
Okay. Yeah.
So on this, you might have to be a little bit flexible here. For me, I think.
Okay, thanks. Okay, thanks. Yeah. Thank you for
Okay.
your answer. Yeah. Yes, my next question is now this is from a non-Buddhist friend of mine. How is the mind understood in Buddhist teachings? How does Buddhism define or identify what we call the mind?
The first question first. What do you?
How just a minute. How is the mind understood in Buddhist teachings?
How is the mind understood the Buddhist teaching?
Understood in Buddhist teachings, yeah.
By studying. It's just like a knowledge, like geography, like mathematics. You have to study. And in Buddhism, we teach the Four Noble Truths and the three characteristics of existence. So you have to understand this thing.
Okay. Understand
Okay.
what she asked was, yeah, what she asked was, how does Buddhism define or identify the mind as a concept? Mind.
The mind is a knowing element.
Okay, that's a definition.
Yeah, it's an element, just like water element, fire element, wind element, and earth element. They are element. They are natural phenomena.
Okay. Okay, thank you. And thank you for your answer. My next question is, in psychology, we often speak of the subconscious mind guiding a large part of our behavior. And according to psychology, conscious mind plays a smaller role. Does Buddhism recognize a similar distinction?
Well, the mind has many levels, on the conscious level and the subconscious level. So when you go to sleep, the subconscious level come up and show up in forms of dreams.
Yeah.
And these are driven by the good or bad karma. The subconscious is driven by the good or bad karma that you have committed. and then being kept in your memory. And this is the subconscious level is the memory level. So when you go to sleep, you have no control over the subconscious level. So they come up in forms of dreams, good dreams and bad dreams. If you have bad karma, you you have bad dreams. If you did good karma, you have good dreams. And this subconscious will take effect after you die also. Is the one that drives your mind toward this first level of existence, heaven or hell.
Okay.
Understand?
Yes, Dharmaja. Then, like in psychology, the Buddhism recognizes a similar distinction, I mean, between subconscious mind and conscious mind.
Just like I say, conscious mind is when you have mindfulness. You can control the mind, you can tell the mind what to do. But when you go to sleep, you have no control of the mind. So it's the subconscious take over.
Yes. Okay. Yes, got it, Dharmaja. Now, yeah, my last question is related to what you said a little while ago. Actually, you said like we often take illusions to be real, so we give them more importance than they deserve. Uh, and you said we need to protect the mind from becoming attached to them, those illusions. I think to begin this in daily life, I mean, to get detached from these illusions, is the first step to observe the mind and notice where it tends to attach. I mean, to get away from those illusions. How should we start it?
With mindfulness, we go to living in a retreat, become a monk or a nun. Stay away from the illusion world and try to go back to the real world, go back inside the mind. That's where the real thing is. By meditating, by keeping the precepts, meditating to get into jhana. See, then you're back. You're into the real world, the real thing. You're into the mind, the peaceful part of the mind, which is the jhana. And once you have the jhana, then you can teach the mind to stop going back to the illusion permanently with wisdom. By telling you that everything in this world are an illusion and they can cause you suffering if you become attached to them.
Okay, then. I mean, for the lay people who can't become monks or nuns immediately, what would be the best step to start with?
Giving
I
money
mean,
away, giving money away. Money is an illusion.
Okay.
Keep it just enough to survive.
Okay.
Because they
We can
cannot,
donate.
yeah, donate the money. It will make them feel good, make them feel happy. This will stop or decrease the greed for money. See? The more you give, the less greed you have for money.
Okay. We
Because
can donate money to them.
money is another form of illusion.
Okay. Okay, then.
That's
We
when the
can give
Buddha
money to
started. The Buddha taught dana first, giving money away. And then the next level is to stop hurting other illusion, other human beings or animals by keeping the precepts. This is to reduce your interaction with the world of illusion. And then the next step is to go into meditation retreat to get away completely from the illusion world. First, you do it temporarily, maybe once a week during on Uposatha day. You go and live in the temple for one day. Stay away from the illusion of wealth and praise and sensual activities. This is how you should gradually draw yourself away from the world of illusion. First, you give the money away, because if you have money, you tend to use the money to go into the world of illusion. You want to buy things that makes you happy. You want to go to see things or hear things, eat and dance and so forth. These are all illusional. They're not real. They happen and then they're gone, right? You go to a party, then when you come back home, the party's already gone, and leaves you empty and hungry for more parties. So you want to stop this involvement with the illusional world.
Yeah. Okay, Tanajan.
That's it.
Yeah.
Is it clear
Yes,
enough?
yes, Tanajan.
Eventually, you want to meditate, practice mindfulness and wisdom all day long. Then you will decide to become a monk. Once you get to that level, there's nothing better than to become a monk, because the monk you will have all the time to meditate, practice mindfulness, and study knowledge for wisdom.
Yes,
Anything
Tanajan.
else?
Yeah, that's all I have for today, Tanajan. Thank you
Okay.
very much for your answer. So nice talking to you.
Yeah,
Wish you
nice
good
talking
health
to
and
you.
happiness.
Nice to hear
Thank you,
your question.
Tanajan.
Keep coming
Thank you
more
so
for it,
much.
okay? You have more questions,
Sure,
keep coming back.
sure will do, Tanajan.
Okay, you're
Okay.
welcome. Next, Maria. Hi, Maria. Where are you now?
Hello, Tanajan. We are now in Sikkim.
Sikkim,
This
okay.
is the group.
Northern
Yes.
India.
Yes, northern India.
Okay.
Well, it's more like eastern northern India.
Northeastern India.
Yes.
Is it
We
near
are now in
Bhutan or
the,
Tibet? Is it near Tibet or Bhutan or?
yes. It's not far from Nepal, Tibet, and Bhutan. They're like from different sides.
Yeah, okay.
And we have several questions from
Please go
our group.
ahead. Go ahead.
The first one is if a person irritates you, but you don't want to be like alienated from this person. So what is the right way of behavior? Not to alienate yourself from other person and not to get hurt by this person.
If you have equanimity, then you just remain calm and let the person do whatever the person wants to do. Just don't react and just merely watch. Watch the person is doing. Let the person do whatever he or she wants to do. But don't react. But normally it's not easy to not to react, because the mind hasn't been trained not to react yet. So the only way you can, if you want to react, you should react with mind, with metta, with loving kindness, forgiving the person. Don't take them seriously, Think of it as a joke. It's a mistake, but the person is making a mistake and you should forgive this person. Don't take it seriously. The problem is we tend to take things seriously. Whatever people do to you, you tend to take it too serious, and you react with emotion. Try not to react with emotion. Just try to teach your mind that this is like the weather. You cannot control the weather. Sometimes it gets hot, sometimes it gets cold. And this is the way where you run into people. Sometimes you run into nice people, and sometimes you run into bad people. You just have to learn to accept people as they come, good or bad.
Okay. Thank you. Very
You
clear.
think you can do that?
Yes, I hope. It was not my question, but I have the same problem. I will try.
Yeah. We tend to like people who give us happiness. We don't like the people who give us suffering.
That's true. But sometimes you like people who give you suffering, and that's the problem.
Well, if you can do that, then there shouldn't be any problem in it. If you can like people who give you suffering.
You don't
Then
like
you-
suffering, you like people, and you want them to give you happiness, but they give you suffering, and then the suffering
But
begins.
you cannot stop them either.
Mhm.
And by trying to stop them or not wanting them to do it can hurt your mind. See, if you just allow them to do whatever they want to do, then your mind will not be hurt.
Mhm. Sometimes just you feel offended, and then you start to react. So what to do when you feel like that somebody is behaving to you not
Forgive them, metta, using metta, forgiveness.
Mhm.
Forgive everybody who does anything bad to you.
Mhm.
Like in Christian, you have the Lord's Prayer, right? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Forgive them who transgress against you. See, in Christian, I see you practice metta also, forgiveness.
Yes. Okay, we will try. And next question is, so in Buddhism, it is said that nothing is permanent, but at the same time, there is the concept, like in Tibetan Buddhism, about this seed of Buddha inside of you, or in Theravada, it's like the eternal nature of Chitta. So how does it coexist that there is something permanent, but Buddhism says that everything is impermanent?
Everything except the six elements are impermanent, but the six are permanent. Six elements. The earth element, the water element, the fire element, the wind element, the space element, and the knowing element. These are permanent.
Mhm.
But they have no self. They are natural phenomena.
Mhm.
Anatta, sabbe dhamma anatta. When the Buddha said everything is impermanent, I mean everything that is being formed with these six elements. When they combine, one day they will separate. See, like the body, like the trees and everything. They are the combination from the four elements or the five elements. When they are combined, then they will one day have to fall apart. They don't last forever. He says, "Sabbe sankhara anicca." Sankhara means formations. But when he said Dhamma anatta, he means those are the things that has no either formation or no formation. They are all anatta. The sixth element is considered non-formation. They're not formation. They're separate. They're one in itself. The water element is just itself. It's not formed with any other element. But your body and my body, they are sankhara because they're formed by the four elements. So when they are formed, then one day they have to become dissolute. They have to have this. They have to dissolve this. So that's what he means when everything is anicca except the six element. They are not anicca. So the mind is forever. The water element is forever.
But where do they come from, these six elements, or they have no beginning?
No, they're just here. Just here part of our existence. Yeah. Without them, we cannot exist. We cannot be what we are, who we are. And the question is not necessary. Wasting your time. The problem, our problem is not how they form or how they came about. Our problem is how we get rid of the suffering in our mind. That's the real problem.
Okay, thank you. And we have a couple of more questions. So sometimes people have different mind inclinations. Like for some people, it's easier. They have like rational, logical mind. some people have artistic minds, some people have other inclinations in the mind. And the question is, does the Buddhist educational system take into account these kind of inclinations? Because generally at school we don't see that. So there are different subjects and everybody is like supposed to study the same, but people have different inclinations, so it becomes difficult for some of them. So the question is if in Buddhism, the inclinations of the mind are taken into account.
They have no importance in the Buddhist practice, because whatever inclination people have doesn't matter, because what we deal with, what we want to deal with is not the inclination. We want to deal with the defilement, which is all the same with everybody. It's a defilement that causes the suffering. See? It's not the inclination. So the inclination doesn't matter. You like music, you can have music. You like geography, you can start. But when you practice Buddhism, you give all this thing up anyway. You only concentrate on the practice of getting rid of your defilement. So whatever inclination you have, whatever you have, doesn't matter. When you want to practice Buddhism, you have to give up everything and live under the one rule, the precept that the Buddha prescribed for monks to follow.
But when young people, like they are novices, like samaneras, for example, they come to study, is there like some individual approach to each person, or everybody is doing the same practice and
Everybody
is fine?
doing the same practice, the sila, samadhi, and panya. It's all the same. And it doesn't matter which nationality either. You can be Russian, you can be Chinese, you can be Indonesian, whatever. We don't deal with the nationality in Buddhism. We deal with the defilement. Everybody has the same type of defilement, greed, hate, and delusion. That's the only thing we want to deal with in Buddhism, is to get rid of the cause of the suffering, which are the defilement. And they're all the same with everybody. Whether you're a Russian, American, or Chinese, you all have defilement, the same type of defilement.
Yes, right. Okay, and next question is, can spirits influence people? So some beings that live in other worlds, can they influence us when we live here?
I don't think so. We have separate existence. We don't tend to interact with each other.
But I read that Buddha was teaching monks Karanya Metta Sutta when they were disturbed by devas that didn't like the monks living under the trees.
Well, sometimes it just it's a way of getting rid of people's misunderstanding. That's all. That there's no such thing, a spiritual thing that will interfere with yourself. It's your mind that creates this understanding. So one way is to chant and to recite. Then you can stop the mind from thinking about these spiritual beings. When you don't think about them, then they will disappear from your mind. I think it's more psychological. It's not real, it's psychological. It's in your mind. And how do you dispel the spirit from your mind? By chanting, by stop thinking about them. See? When you stop thinking about them, then they disappear from your mind. Because nothing can hurt you or affect your mind except your good or bad karma. That's all.
So there are no like external evil spirits that can influence us, right?
As far as I'm concerned, I don't think that there's anything external. It's inside your mind. Your mind creating this thing yourself.
But when, for example, in Buddhism it is said about Mara, like Mara was talking to Buddha, it means like he's like in before Buddha died, it's described that he had this conversation with Mara, that Mara said like now you have.
Mara is just another form of defilement, that's all.
Yeah, but Buddha was already enlightened at that stage, so how could he have conversation with Mara when he?
Why not? You can still have conversation with greed anytime, whether you're enlightened or not enlightened. But you're just not moved by them, that's all.
Uh-huh.
Because defilement is just another form of thought. But if you have practice, you have control over these bad thoughts, this defilement. See? They cannot move you like before. Before they can move you, push you to go do bad things, push you to go after things. But when you become enlightened, you have the knowledge and understanding that you should not follow what this kind of thought trying to push you to do.
So when you become enlightened, you can still have like some thoughts related to like to kilesa, but you just do not react
Well,
to
you
them.
just mentioned the Buddha speak to Mara after enlightened. What am I
Yeah.
to explain? You already told me that this is Mara, and Mara is defilement. See? What did Mara want the Buddha to do?
He wanted him to die.
After he became enlightened?
Yes, I mean it's described in this sutta. I forgot the name about the last months of life of Buddha.
And the Buddha said no, right?
No, Buddha said to Ananda, like you could have asked me, then I could stay longer, but nobody asked me, so that's why I decided to die.
Well, this is this is not Mara. Are you talking about Mara? I thought you mean the inner thoughts of the Buddha, see. This is just speaking to somebody that like Ananda, his personal caretaker. They're just having
Yes, yes.
conversation. What's wrong with having the Buddha having conversation with somebody else?
No, I was asking if when Buddha had this conversation with Mara before, so it was like his inner
Is Mara,
thoughts.
what are you talking
external.
about? I don't understand. You say you're talking to Ananda and then you say Mara come up. I'm not sure what you're trying to say.
No, it's like it's described in the sutta that first Buddha had conversation with Mara, and Mara said like now when you have done everything that you wanted to do, like you can die. And Buddha said like yes, he refused to leave. So after that, Ananda was talking to him, and he said to Ananda that you could ask me, but you didn't ask me. So my question was, this Mara was only like inside of him, or it was some external force?
I don't know. I don't think I understand the question in the first place anyway. So I cannot say.
Окей. Есть еще вопрос? Can we ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead. When a person has some positive attachment, like to music or to flowers, is it okay to have this kind of attachment? There's no positive attachment. Every attachment is bad. No good attachment. It's all bad attachment. It can cause you suffering. Because everything you attach to is temporarily. They don't last forever. Sooner or later they can disappear. When you lose them, then you feel bad. You feel sad. So don't be attached to anything. Even the Dhamma teaching, eventually you have to not to be attached to the Dhamma teaching or your teacher like the Buddha, because they will also die. See.
One more question. Is it possible to be not attached to anything at all?
Yes, when you have practice, you become enlightened and you see everything as suffering. So you don't want to be attached to anything, because everything can cause you suffering. See? Because everything is anicca, everything is anatta. Understand?
Yes.
Okay.
Can we ask one more question?
Yes, go ahead. A few more if you like, don't worry.
Okay. How can we work in Buddhist practice with the feeling of guilt? So we understand how to stop anger or passion, but what to do with the guilt because we cannot stop it.
Just accept that you did something wrong and try not to repeat it again. Yeah, that's all you can do. Use your guilt to be a teacher to you, to remind you not to do this thing again. You cannot go back and reverse the process. It's already done. But you can use what is done to teach you not to repeat the same mistake again.
Okay. So, thank you very much. And
Thank you very much.
thank you very much.
Okay. Does this explain the guilt question?
Понятен ответ, Каролина? Ну, я потом переведу. Yeah, they say clear. I mean, I will translate later because now they don't understand much English, but we will translate and I explain to them.
Okay, good. All right.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. What kind of advice could you give people who are on pilgrimage? Like we go to different monasteries, we meditate in different places. So what is most important? I explained them about keeping sati and we do meditation together. But what else is important to get maximum benefit from pilgrimage?
Learning from the place that you go to. What's significance? What can you learn from the places that you go to in relationship to to your faith in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha? Can they enhance your faith, makes you feel more faithful to the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha, makes you feel more confident in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha? This is the purpose of pilgrimage, to enhance your faith or confidence in the Buddha, Dhamma, and Sangha.
Okay, thank you very much. It's very helpful.
Okay, you're welcome.
Thank you so much for your time. Thank you.
Good talking to you, and maybe we'll see you again next time.
Yeah, I will try when I have time. I always try to join.
Where will you go next from Sikkim?
We'll be in Sikkim, but we'll be after 1 week. We'll be trekking to Kanchenjunga, so we'll be somewhere high in the mountains. And afterwards, we go to Himachal Pradesh, to Dharamshala, where Dalai Lama lives. And then we travel in Himachal, and then I go to Ladakh, like the Western Tibet in India. Yeah. So when we have time, I'll try to join and with my groups.
Okay, how many people in your group?
Now 15 and me.
15 people. Okay. Okay. I hope you learned something from your trip.
Yes, of course, of course. It's very inspirational, all these places. And I'm also very touched. Like I'm third time in Sikkim, but I like these places so much. Like lots of very pure nature, and you can feel in these places where people like they meditated for so long. These places are very powerful, and they really help in the practice, I feel.
Yes, that's good. Okay, anything that can push you forward in your practice, then it's considered good. Yeah. All right, nice talking to you, and see you
Thank you
again
very
next
much,
time.
Tanajan.
You're
Yeah.
welcome. Okay, next we'll go to Vignesh. Hi, Vignesh. Maha Vignesh. Unmute your microphone, please. Not yet. Not unmute yet. You have to unmute your microphone first.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
I respect you. This is very respectuous. And I'm going for Satipatthana course for 8 days silence course from tomorrow.
Good, good.
Yeah. So I spend my vacation for Satipatthana course and meditation most of the time.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all. I want to pay the respect to you, sir. Thank you so much.
Okay, good talking to you too.
You. Yeah, thank you. Thank you.
Enjoy your practice. Enjoy
Yes,
your retreat.
for sure.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Fine.
Bye.
Okay. We have any more people in the room that haven't yet asked any question? I think everybody has. Now we go to question from home. To who is reading the question? Pon? Okay, Pon.
We have 7 questions tonight. And the first 2 questions are from the assistant email. First question from John. I do not know if you have this ability, but if you do, are you able to see where my parents were reborn?
No, I don't have the ability to see. Sorry.
Second question from Adrian. I've read about an Ajahn who made a vow to the Dhamma in order to recover from an illness. When I had a minor ailment and was frightened by it, I tried to do the same, vowing to uphold the 8 precepts, but I made some poor choices in life, and I can't even keep the 5 precepts effectively, mainly due to my job, which I feel stuck in. I would appreciate Ajahn's advice on this.
Can you repeat the question again, please?
Okay, I read about an Ajahn who made a vow to Dhamma in order to recover from an illness. When I had a minor illness and was frightened by it, I tried to do the same, vowing to uphold the 8 precepts, but I made some bad choices in life, and I can't even keep the 5 precepts effectively due to my job. I would appreciate Ajahn's advice on this.
Well, don't try to make promises that you cannot keep, that's all. Because you'll be lying, yeah. You'll be cheating. So it's not good to lie or to cheat.
Okay, the third question from Ama. Dear Ajahn, I don't understand why Burma tends to fall into civil war and killing despite such a deep and ancient Buddhist faith. Can Ajahn please share your reflections and learning from this tragedy?
It's the defilement in the heart of people that cause all these conflicts. Yeah. So it's the lack of loving kindness mainly. If everybody practiced loving kindness, then there will be no war.
Question number 4 from Pauline Soon. Some Buddhist disciple practice releasing animal, let them free to survive. Is it Buddha teaching?
It's a form of charity, dana, giving freedom to those who are in captivity.
Question number 5 from Karen. Good evening,ท่านอาจารย์. When I meditated, at the end, my body felt paralyzed, but my head felt awake, and I could hear and think, but could not wake up my body. Why did this happen?
This sometimes is normal for some people, so don't worry. It's just a temporary state. After you withdraw from meditation, the body will slowly regain its ability to move around. So it takes a little bit of time, don't worry.
And next question from Galerix. How do we know for sure that enlightenment is real? So it gives us motivation to keep practice meditation and enter stream.
When you can stop your mental suffering by the practice, then you know this is real. When you feel stressful and when you meditate and the stress disappear, then you know that this is real. You have to wait for stress and then use the practice to get rid of it. If you can get rid of it with your practice of either mindfulness or wisdom, then you know that this is real.
Okay, the last question from Pauline Soon. If we aim to achieve samadhi when we meditate, is it considered a wrong view?
No, it's a good view. But when you meditate, you have to forget about your aim and try to concentrate on your mindfulness instead.
That's all the question.
Okay, that's about all the time we have for tonight. Thank you for your company. I hope this meeting is useful to you and can help you advance in your practice. In the meantime, please be safe, be mindful, and keep on practicing. And if all goes well, I'll see you at the same time next week. Thank you and goodbye.
Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Thank you, Tanjan.
Thank you,
Night, everyone.
friends.
Good night.
Bye-bye.